If you don't control your time, someone else will. Wade Goodall. In this episode, we hike around St. John Island and move to Haul River Bay for a night. The morning broke with a beautiful sunrise over the hills. Maho Bay has mooring balls for tenders near the shore. We tied our OCT tender to one for the day, and I waded to shore. This way, we don't have to worry about the tides. The park doesn't allow tying tenders to any trees, so we would have to leave the tender unsecured all day or tie it to the mooring. We dropped off our trash and headed to the park restroom so we could change into hiking clothes.
Today we're walking up to American Hill ruins from Maho Bay Beach.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
It's a good little hill up. We haven't actually found the trail to the ruins yet. And I didn't see it marked on any maps, but hopefully it'll come up here soon. The road started up the hill and we were treated to some great views. And a deer in the road who didn't really seem to mind us walking by. Soon we arrived at the ruins of Cinnamon Bay Plantation. The Virgin Islands National Park Service maintains the plantation, so there are historical markers and information signs throughout the ruins. The plantation straddles 300 acres along the north coast of St. John Island. The first records of the plantation date back to 1739 when Adriana and Jasper Jansen purchased the land. As far back as 1805, the Cinnamon Bay Plantation was growing sugarcane. Today, the limestone foundations of buildings and chimneys are all that is left of the once sprawling estate. So I don't know if you can hear the raindrops, but it's raining here at Cinnamon Plantation ruins, but you can still see the sunlight out. The rain didn't stop Lisa from exploring.
Pretty incredible.
It's kind of neat how it's raining and sunny at the same time.
We are in a tropical forest. This is so gorgeous. Did you see that tree has fruit on it? Whatever it grows?
No.
Look how large these leaves are.
Yeah, I did see the leaves.
The leaf is bigger than my head. I could make a sarong. Kinda.
Before long, we were ready to find the American Hill House. Found the ruins. The first part of the trail was a steep, rocky hike that gradually became easier the higher we climbed.
It's steep. I need to get back to my steep climbing fighting weight. That steep, slippery, rocky mountain hill trail has nothing on me. I'm a mountain goat climbing angel.
Well, we finally made it to the top of America Hill, and there's ruins of an old house here. But you can see the bay right behind me where we are anchored or moored. And then there is the old structure up here. You can actually see the structure from the bay if you were get a mooring ball down there. So it's kind of neat to come all the way up here and get a good shot of the entire bay. America Hill House has a once beautiful coral lime plaster facade and a neoclassical design. The area is on the National Register of Historic Places.
you like some trail mix?
Sure. Wizard. That's good. That's you.
This was a nice hike. I like it. Nice trail.
It's pretty steep.
It's steep for me, but I think if you're physically fit, no big deal. And I was able to do it, so not too bad.
Yeah.
I guess I was hungry because this yogurt trail mix tastes ridiculously good.
Yeah. I'm good. You can finish it. So what do you think now that you got up here? You want to take the long way back or the short way?
Long way. How long is the long way?
About twice as long as the short way, I don't know.
How long is the short way?
Still don't know.
What time is it?
10:15.
Long way.
Yeah.
Not more than a couple miles, do you think?
Fun fact, it would be more than a couple miles.
Did you see this ridiculous view?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
We were met with even more spectacular views of the Caribbean.
I am smoked.
We're halfway done. So you look a little tired.
I'm smoked.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of toast. Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Yeah. I think it was like 5 miles, but it's not like the Bahamas. It's uphill every way. The Bahamas was pretty flat.
Yeah. This isn't. It's mountains. Very mountainous. How
Well,
you doing, stud?
I'm doing fine.
You don't even look tired. I'm too tired to even laugh.
We only got about a half mile left, and then there's the little restaurants there. Hopefully they'll be open so we can get something to drink, maybe a little food for lunch before we go back to the boat. I have to swim out and go get the tender and then bring it back to the beach and then pick you up and then go home.
My water taxi. My personal water taxi.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait to get water.
I bet.
I'm thirsty.
Well, whenever you're ready to go, we can start walking.
Almost.
All right. Lisa. On our way down, we noticed we weren't the only ones looking for a meal. We found a crane eating a fish, a nurse shark looking for food, and a crab lying in wait along the beach. The next morning, there was a feeding frenzy of fish as we started our engines to get ready to move to Hall Over Bay. I'm not quite sure what they were going after. I guess there was a school of bait fish hiding out underneath our boat.
We're heading over to Hall Over Bay, and we're heading through the Fungi Passage.
Is that these mountains here?
Yeah.
I guess mountains.
Right between this little cut of these rocks or mountains, baby mountains compared to what we walked yesterday. So we just passed Whistling Key right behind us. On our right is Mary Point, and straight ahead is Thatch Island of the UK. United Kingdom, that is.
We passed the craggy coastline of St. John and put the anchor down in Hall Over Bay. We took turns diving the 15 feet down to check the anchor and practice our snorkeling skills.
Good morning, everybody. We are down here in St. John's, USVI, while we are awaiting some watermaker parts. We're having those shipped over to St. Thomas because St. Thomas is a little bit more built up than St. John's is. And while we're waiting on those, instead of sitting at the marina, we decided to come out and see some of the islands around the USVI while we're here. We were originally just going to keep going down the islands, but I was talking to a friend of mine who's down here, Jesse, who helped us deliver Asante last year. He is already down south the island somewhere, I forget exactly where right now, but next week when our parts come in, we're going to throw those back on, make sure the watermaker works, and then sail down to wherever he is. We got some fish jumping over there this morning. But, so when we find out where he is, we'll plan that trip. But for right now, we're just cruising around the islands, checking out some of the bays and some of the fish. That's just one of the things you run into, is that you can't have parts for everything you need on your boat, so sometimes you have to wait for those to get shipped in. While we were doing that, we went ahead and ordered our mail from St. Brendan's Isle. We have a mail forwarding service. What that does is that gives us a stateside address where all of our mail goes and gets collected, and then, you know, once a month or whenever we get somewhere for a little while, we can get on the website and have them ship our mail to us wherever we are in the world. So it makes it a little convenient. That way somebody's there to collect your mail. We have a stateside residence. It takes care of a lot of that stuff for us. But I just wanted to come out here and enjoy some of the morning with you guys while we're here in Haulover Bay, St. John's. We should be leaving here in just a few hours. We're going to go around to the south side of the island and check that out. The winds are shifting a little bit too, so this may not be the perfect anchorage here tomorrow night. So we are going to be leaving here in a bit and checking out another bay.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Next time we explore the south side of St. John and depart the USVI. We'll see you guys next time.